Now, earlier, I spoke to Allan Lichtman, a professor of history at American University. I began by asking if he heard anything in President Obama's speech that would translate into policy that could change the lives of ordinary Americans.
Barack Obama has made it clear that if he can't get his priorities through the Congress, he's going to do what he can through what's called an executive order, the power of the president to issue commands to the executive branch of the government. Already he said he's going to issue an executive order raising the minimum wage for employees of federal contractors to $10.10. He's going to be issuing executive orders with respect to tightening environmental regulations and maybe expanding educational opportunities. He also talked about immigration reform, and I think that's the great hidden issue, because it looks like the Republicans, who like to block everything that Obama wants, might be amenable to some kind of compromise on immigration reform, because they know their future as a party is limited if they're only going to win 30% of the Hispanic vote.
Okay, this speech was billed as the speech when we're going to see a year of action. It was going to focus on income equality. Let's look at one reality there. No sooner had the speech finished, Congress passed a law that cuts $8.6 billion from the food stamp program. That's a program that helps poorer Americans, right? And it gives more subsidies to farmers. So much for income inequality.
So much for income inequality. The Republican Party cares nothing whatsoever about income inequality. They seem to be disturbed by the fact that we're attacking the richest 1%, those Americans who have the great bulk of the wealth in this country. And unfortunately, both parties, who are they financed by? They're financed by those wealthy interests that benefit from things like farm subsidies, the subsidies to the oil and energy companies, special tax breaks. So until you break the hold of big money, how in the world are you going to challenge them with policy?
What about foreign policy? Did we hear anything new there?
We heard absolutely nothing new on foreign policy. I was glad to see, though, he talked quite a bit about the deals with Iran, because I don't think the American people understand how important this is. Iran is a major power. It's a huge player in the Middle East. We've essentially had a Cold War with Iran now for many, many years. It would benefit the entire region, in many ways the entire world, if we brought Iran back into the family of nations and amicably and peacefully stop them from developing nuclear weapons.